welcome to the Sacral Gate. As the moon crosses Venus on January 23rd, 2023, we move through the gate of the sacral. And this is Venus as the evening star. So when Venus was the morning star, we would lose something every time we would walk through a gate. And then we would discuss and embrace the shadow quality that the chakra of the gate that we're walking through gives us. Now that Venus is the evening star, we are gaining back everything. And as we gain back everything, we are looking at the light qualities that the chakra gives us. And with these light qualities, we are looking at the rights that we have the opportunity to embrace that each chakra gives us. So, as we went through this gate on January 23rd, 2023, we gained our necklace back. My necklace that I keep my rose oil in, my rose quartz. I keep my rose oil in. It's been set to the side and I haven't had it for so long, so I'm so happy to get it back. So I get my necklace back and we have red and orange now. So we're moving up. So here we go, guys. The light qualities that the sacral chakra gives us. When we were looking at the shadow qualities, these were qualities that we have, but we put in the shadow because we don't want anybody to not like us. They're shadows that our culture and society, they'll tell us that we're bad if we have them. So light qualities are qualities that we get from our chakra, but they're qualities that people wouldn't say are bad, that we would actually embrace and we would want to embrace. Now, the sacral chakra qualities, I don't know, for me, they're a little bit harder because I look at all three of these and I'm like, these are shadow qualities. You know, people tell me that I'm bad for these qualities, but they're not meant to be shadow qualities. And, I don't think we would necessarily call these things bad until, I don't know, maybe one or two. But so the light qualities that I feel that the sacral chakra gives us, the first one is beauty. I feel that our beauty and our radiance comes from our sacral chakra energy, and I feel that it's not a bad thing to be beautiful, and it's okay to embrace our beauty, to embrace our radiance, to be radiant, you know? Our sacral chakra is where our divinity comes from, our divine feminine. So beauty and radiance is a wonderful light quality that we can embrace from our sacral chakra. And the second light quality that we can embrace with our sacral chakra is sensuality. The ability to be sensual. So what is sensual? What is a person that is sensual? Well, it's someone that allows themselves to feel pleasure with their senses, to sense pleasure. So like to sense pleasure with touch, to listen to pleasing sounds, to smell pleasing scents, to taste and enjoy pleasing foods. So our sacral chakra gives us our ability to be sensual, to really enjoy our senses and the ability of pleasure that our senses give us, because all of our senses, they give us the ability to feel pleasure and pain, and you can't have one without the other, but very much so, why not embrace our ability to feel pleasure? So that is one of the light qualities that our sacral chakra gives us, is the ability to sense pleasing things. It also gives us the ability to sense bad things, but can't have one without the other. And the third light quality that I want to talk about that we can embrace with our sacral chakra is being a visionary. So, our sacral chakra is all about looking for better, looking for what can be different, shaking things up, variety is what the sacral is all about. The sacral's the ocean, can you contain the ocean? Only with the planet, So, yeah, being a visionary, being able to see outside the lines, to being able to see what could be and reach for that. That is one of the light qualities that our sacral chakra gives us. So those are the 3 light qualities of our sacral chakra. Just to recap, number 1 is beauty, radiance. Number 2 is sensuality, you know, uh, enjoying our senses. And number 3 is being a productive visionary, a visionary that makes things better. So those are your 3 light qualities for your sacral chakra. I'm sure that there's many more. If you can think of any light qualities, please put it in the comments down below. I would love to hear. What do you feel is a good quality that we gain from our inner ocean, our inner sacral? And now I will discuss the 5 rights that I feel our sacral chakra is telling us to embrace. These are rights that we don't necessarily automatically have, but I do feel that our sacral chakra is asking us to stand up and embrace these rights. Take responsibility for the energies that you have within you that are these from your sacral. So, with that being said, the first right that I will discuss is the right to play. The right to just have fun. You have the right to have fun every now and then. It doesn't have to be work and serious all the time. You have the right to play, enjoy your life. Honestly, the best thing is to just put a little bit of variety in your life. If you can do that, if you just despise play so much and you hate it so much, then try to put a little bit of variety in your life, But honestly, we should make time to play at least once a week, if not once a day. You should have a playtime with yourself, with others, Play, enjoy life. You have the right to enjoy your life. That is one of the rights that I feel like our sacral is asking us to embrace within ourselves. You decide if you can have fun or not, Yeah, it might be a serious activity, but you can have fun with it. Some people may get mad, and there may be a time and place for the fun, but make the time and place. Allow time and place for fun at the very least. You have the right to play and the right to have fun. So the second right that I feel our sacral is calling us to embrace is the right to be intimate. The right to really, really, really go deep with another human, to embrace another human and have them embrace you fully, to be felt and to feel another. You have that right. You have the right to be intimate with another. You don't have the right to take it, but you have the right to cultivate it in your life. You have that right to try to cultivate it in your life. You have the right to work at your relationship to make it better so that you can have that intimacy. Does that make sense? Because you don't have the right to just take it from another. You can't. That's not true intimacy. True intimacy is I give me, you give you, and we experience us. That is true intimacy. And you have to be willing to give you and possibly get rejected in order to experience it. So while you have the right to be intimate, it means that you have the ability to be intimate within you, and you have the right to cultivate that without. You have the right to seek to cultivate intimacy with another. Because there might be times where you're a guy, you're chasing after a girl and your friends are all making fun of you. you have a right to chase after her. You have a right to want that intimacy. So, and I mean, I'm saying if she wants you to, of course, always consensual. If it's not consensual, it's not true intimacy. Now we're talking about forceful stuff, and we're on a whole different subject. But the right to intimacy and the ability to be intimate with another is within us all. And we have the right to try to cultivate that. And the cultivation of that is not easy, because it's a work in progress with another person, and you must consider them. That's part of being intimate with another, is being able to consider them and trusting that they will consider you. So that's your second right. The third right that we're going to talk about is you have a right to create. You are a creator, and you have a right to create. You have a right to your art. You have a right to your creations. You have a right to make it yours. You have a right to sing that song that you love so much your way. They might be like, hey, who sings that song? You can be like, me, I'm the one singing it. Because you have a right to create, and you have a right to take what you with the world and what's been taught to you, and to make it your own and create it into your own. You have that right. You have a right to, again, make time and space for your creative endeavors. You have a right to that. So can you embrace your right to create, and can you embrace your inner creator? Because you have a right to create. So, or your sacral will give you the right to create if you so choose to embrace it. The next one that I want to talk about, this one I feel is so obvious with the sacral chakra. The sacral is our inner ocean. Our ocean is, water represents emotions, because emotions seem to come over you like waves, and it almost seems so uncontrollable. You have to let them flow and everything. So here we have the right to feel. You have the right to feel. You have the right to feel sad. You have the right to feel angry. You have the right to be happy. You have the right to feel. You have a right to feel your feelings. They don't have to make any sense. They don't have to be because, whether it makes anybody comfortable or not. You have the right to feel your feelings. Your sacral gives you that right, because your sacral, you're going to feel it. you feel in your sacral, and you have the right to embrace that and know that your feelings are yours, and that you can allow them to flow. You can allow the waves to crash over you and just let them be. You have a right to have your feelings and to deal with your feelings your way. Of course, I hesitate saying that, because there are so many toxic ways that one can deal with their feelings, and I hope that you wouldn't choose that. I would hope that you would want to choose a healthy way, but you have a right to feel. So many of us, our parents were uncomfortable with different feelings. Some of us, it was sadness. Some of us, it was anger. We weren't allowed to feel angry as a kid, and we had to deny that in ourselves. Look within. What feeling were you taught to deny as a child, and can you allow yourself to feel it? Can you let yourself feel it? Can you understand that it's okay? It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. Some people were punished for happiness. I was. So it's okay. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to feel joy. It's okay. Can you allow that? Can you let that be okay? But our sacral definitely gives us the opportunity to feel. So that's one of the rights of our sacral, is to feel. And the final right that I want to talk about is to be sensual. You have the right to be sensual, to be sexy. You have a right to be sexy, to be sensual. It's your body, it's your life. It's your right. We have a right to our sensuality. We have a right to feel pleasure in our body. And we have a right to seek to feel pleasure in our body. And that's okay. And it's our sacral gives us that. Our sacral gives us our sensuality. It's fluid, you know? It's our ocean. It's our fluid. It's our fluid ocean motion, you know? And we have a right to that sexiness. We have a right to embrace that sexiness and to feel the pleasure that it brings us fully and completely. So, can you embrace your sensuality, your sexuality? Can you allow yourself to feel the pleasure that you have the right to feel when you're between the sheets with your lover? So, yeah, I feel like our sacral chakra really does give us a lot of rights that we can embrace if we choose. So, just to sum it up real quick before I end this video, the sacral rights that we have are the right to play and have fun, the right to be intimate, to seek a relationship with another, the right to create, to be the creators that we are meant to be, the right to feel our feelings and to deal with them the best way that we know how. And we have the right to be sexy, to be sensual, to feel pleasure. We have that right. So, can you embrace your sacral light qualities and your sacral rights? Well, there you guys go. Thank you for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this series so far. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. I love you all. And as always, be blessed with love.